Here's Graham Gano out for the opening kick. And we're off from MetLife. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott opening with a pass. Ferguson there to bring it in. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down. Big play to begin the drive. That's up to the 37. 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to push one deep down the right. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as it begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
He's on the move. Now he takes it. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him, calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
We're working a couple of yards past the line. Brian Burns coming up with the stop. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. From the gun is Prescott. Escapes the pocket. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deonte Banks. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And that really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
Ready?
From the 34. Escapes out to the left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up.
Ready?
A give to Tracy up the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
Let's go.
Locked down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Kendricks. And he pays the price for the interception. Woo-hoo! Big hit brings it into that return. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. Caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah! Here we go! Right take!
Throwing again is Dak. Buying some time left. He throws back over the middle, and the defender nabs it. That's Bobby Okereke.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Here we go, shot!
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot. Give your quarterback a chance.
Rolling left, buying some time. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. It's a gain of 4 there. And the Giants will have a first down. 1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They're looking at first down here. Flush down out to his left. Misfire there, couldn't connect.
You know, as you can see here, things broke down a little bit. He tried to find a connection, but he just could not get on the same page. I'll tell you what I do like about that throw, though. He didn't risk an interception, and he put it out of bounds instead.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Getting out to his left. He takes it himself. And he's going to reach the 6 before he goes out. Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. Here's Locke. He's on the move. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing his Locke. Escapes the pocket. And they will score. Touchdown, New York. The Giants parlay the interception into points. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
1st and 10 from the 41.
Yeah, here we go.
1st down, here's Dak. And the Giants are too much. They take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
No one picks him up, and he reminded everyone in the building why that's a major mistake. The linebacker's athleticism on full display. A sack in under 2 seconds? That's a select group of players on the planet who could pull that off.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Yeah, here we go.
Trying again, following the sack. He fires one deep down the right sideline. He's got it inside the 25. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
Here we go.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Throwing on 1st is Prescott. And he will score. It's a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys tie this game 7-7. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Lock. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Relocates Daniel Bellinger. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Escapes out to the left. Pass cut by Tracy. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Tackle made by DeMarcus Lawrence. From the 35 on second down. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
This has been a trend, yet another interception.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Something's got to be the difference maker here in half number 2. We'll see what it is as we're off and running once again. Oh, he eats a hit to bring an end to that return right near the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short on the 35.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Here we go, set.
To throw, here's Locke. And down he goes. The Cowboy defense gets it done. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Let's go now.
Staying between the tackles with Tracy. He's got the 1st and more past the 40. And he's finally brought down just a yard shy of midfield. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung them to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
That's to his running back, Devin Singletary. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. On the handoff, this is Tracy. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Lock to throw it. Rolling left, buying some time. That hit affected that throw, and it sails out of bounds, incomplete.
You know, we're so often in today's game looking for this, that escapability, and I love that, getting out of harm's way. Now you just got to find a way to make the connection on the other end.
Flush down now to his left. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Go.
Here's Locke to the air. Finds his man over the middle. He's still going at the 30. And he nearly takes it to the red zone before going out. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert. Locke looking to throw. That throw behind his intended target. Malik Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. And now it's second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Pass play coming here. Getting out to his left. Has his man, it's Tracy. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. We're tied at 7 apiece as we get ready for the 4th. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Ready?
Looking to throw. He's on the move. He's running for it. And he drives this down to the 8 before going out. They find 7 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Giants, first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
A handoff to Tracy. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. First shot gets him 5. Still a couple of looks remaining. It's 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Here's Tracy once more. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Only manages 1 yard on that run, so now they'll need 3 on 3rd and goal.
Here we go, set.
They go right back to Tracy. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. They don't gain anything, so another goal line stand brings up a 4th down decision.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Giants in range for a game-winning score. Big play here, tie game, and here comes 4th and goal.
Set.
This is Tracy. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. And he will not get there. They stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs. Setting up to pass. And that's going to be a safety. You know, generally down around your own end zone, you're thinking less of driving the length of the field. Initially, you're just trying to buy some space and prevent a safety.
This is called situational football. You work on it all through training camp, right? It's not just a 2-minute drill. This can be equally important. Just get that first down. Just get out of the shadow of your own goal line. Well, the defense wasn't having it.
And he'll get it up to the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
They run. Here's Tracy. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Bails out of the pocket quick. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
And he slides down with enough to pick up that 1st. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Here's Tracy. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival. They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be